Diamondbacks Insider, Monday on FSN Arizona.
Turn two. Let's turn two. He's a new face at second base. Orlando Hudson sure makes the play. Get up, get ready, it's time to go. Which way for Orlando?
And that's where we're going on the Arizona Ford Dealers Diamondbacks live pregame show. Take a look at these binders, folks, because this is a piece of Arizona Diamondbacks history, literally. Welcome back to the show. We have a very special contestant tonight. His name is Frank Gennario, along with his son Tony. And Frank, why don't you tell us what is in those binders? This is amazing, folks.
Those are ticket stubs from every single Diamondbacks game. I've been to every game since opening day, March 31st of 1998.
And there we are taking a look at those ticket stubs from earlier. And the interesting thing to note about this is you guys have done the calculations. We're too lazy to do it here in this pregame show. This is game number what?
Game number 800. That includes 13 post games.
I have to know. First of all, I think everyone out there wants to know, what in the world do you do for a living that you can go to every single game the Diamondbacks have ever played here at the stadium, Frank?
Well, I work for Quest, a great company to work for, and I'm in sales right now. So, we have a lot of day games, well, not that many day games, so we get the advantage to be able to come here for most of the night games.
I got about 20 seconds. Any close calls and games you just barely got into?
The one with my daughter's graduation. It was really, really close. There was a game on her graduation, but, with the last name of Gennario, I told my wife, I can be there before they call her name, and I actually got there before the ceremony even started.
You're a good man, Frank. All right, you know the drill here in Which Way for Orlando. We got a prize at stake. Let's find out what Frank and Tony might win tonight here on FSN Arizona.
Todd, how cool! You're hanging with a true Iron Man. Every single game ever played here at the ballpark. Frank, you are an inspiration. And we know that you have just about every D-backs autograph under the sun, but we thought that this one may have eluded you. How about an official, never-before-used autograph ball by none other than super hot prospect Justin Upton? That's right, Frank. It's yours just for answering correctly on Which Way for Orlando on the Arizona Ford Dealers Diamondbacks Live.
How about that one, Frank? You don't have Justin Upton's autograph yet, do you?
No, I do not.
All right, let's grab that ball, Mark. Rita, can I have the ball, please? Tony, why don't you hold on to that one? That is a Justin Upton ball. Here's the deal, Frank and Tony. We have asked Orlando Hudson the question. It is up to you to figure out what his response was. We asked Orlando, who did he like better as a child, Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny? Frank and Tony, what do you think?
What do you think, Tony?
I would say the Easter Bunny.
How about you, Frank?
I'd say Santa Claus.
Are you going to know where the
I'm going to say Santa Claus.
Experience wins?
Santa Claus.
You down with that, Tony?
I'm down with Santa Claus.
All right, let's find out Which Way for Orlando.
Santa Claus. You got a little Santa Claus. Santa Claus will bring you all the good-looking gifts. You know what I'm saying? Well, Easter, Easter Bunny, Jesus resurrected, so you got to love that time too. But Santa Claus, he brings the gifts.
How about that, guys? Congratulations. You got a Justin Upton autograph, but that's not all. We have a special guest for you here tonight, folks. We haven't blocked this, actually. So Derek Hall, the president of the Arizona Diamondbacks, why don't you step in here? Derek Hall, I know there are others out there that have done what Frank has done and attended every home game, but Frank is the one that is on our show tonight. And what do you have for Frank?
He's the Iron Man, but we have a jersey so that they can match now. We got our Sedona red jersey with a name and simply number one. He's one of our number one fans, so we want to give you this to wear and say thank you for your support.
What do you think, Frank?
Thank you very much. What an honor.
How cool is this, huh?
It's a great team. It's a great team to follow, great organization.
Every single game, Derek.
It's unbelievable. We need about 45,000 more of this guy.
That's right. Can you find about 40,000? Okay. Derek, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
You got it, Todd. Great.
How about a classy move from Derek Hall and the Arizona Diamondbacks and a special edition of Which Way for Orlando. 800 games and counting. And he's got a Justin Upton autographed baseball and a jersey and a new ticket stub for his collection. We'll be back to wrap the show up in just a couple of moments here on FSN Arizona. Ready to wrap it up here in the Arizona Ford Dealers Diamondbacks Live pregame show. Share your day with the Arizona Diamondbacks, brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wednesday and Thursday of next week, the Diamondbacks and Glenn Parker on the road in Florida. The action starts, of course, at noon. Both games live at 4 o'clock. I told Glenn today in his radio show in Tucson, I think he's watching right now down in Tucson, to make sure he brings about 9 shirts each game. Before we wrap up the show tonight, I'm still hanging out with Frank and Tony. This is astounding. Every single game ever played here, and he's got all the ticket stuff. Frank, what year is this one here? What do you got here?
This one is 2003.
2003. I just want to look. Do you have the Expos game that was played here? You probably do.
Yeah,
we'll find
right there.
Montreal. Yeah,
Expos.
I was there that night.
Okay.
Yeah,
So was
I
I.
had a really good pregame show that night. Hey, this is kind of, you and I were talking off air, but for you, like that night when your daughter graduated, you had to be here for 5.5 innings. Why?
Because that's an official ball game.
You worrying me, Frank.
It worries my wife too.
I'll
And
bet.
22 years, I think she's very worried.
And Tony, you got 2001. That's the year if you want to have any ticket stubs. Can you flip to the World Series because
We got the playoffs.
the playoffs.
in
Oh,
here,
you're on the
yeah.
World. Now you have your own room for the World Series, right?
It's in a vault. Yeah, I keep them in a safe deposit box. Those are precious items for me.
What does your wife think of that room? Does she ever go in?
Yeah, it's the pool table room. Yeah, she has to
Oh,
go.
you have a pool table with everything on it?
She has to go past the room every day to go in and out.
When
of
was the
house.
last time you actually played pool on the pool table?
Well, my son plays it more than I do.
Really, you got to get a ping pong table too. Those are
we
great
got
to
that
put
now,
junk
too.
on.
Ping pong table on.
You got it. Oh, okay, that's great. Frank, I just want to say thank you. And this was the Diamondbacks' idea to take care of you here tonight. And Derek Hall was here in an instant and didn't blink. It's very impressive to me that you guys can make such a commitment to your team. And I'm glad that you run the show. I know there are other people out there, not many, Derek tells me, that have been able to accomplish this. But to meet you on the road and have you here was a thrill for us. So thanks,
Fun
Frank.
club to watch. Thank you very much.
Frank,
Appreciate it.
Gennario, and his son Tony, winners here on Which Way for Orlando.